Hey, Nabil. Recording in progress. 1 second. How are you, Nabil?
Hi Kish, how
Hi
are you doing?
Kish, I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. How are you guys?
We are good.
All great.
Hey, right. Okay, here we are. Okay.
So please tell us, Kish, how was your trip to India?
Yeah, I'm just depressed. Let's not talk about it. I'm very depressed. I just got
Oh.
back today.
Mhm.
Now, this is a very harsh return to reality. I'm not very happy. Chalo.
Okay.
Done.
So no worries. Now that you are back, you can get back to your original work, which is your
Yes.
professional life and your fitness goals. So we'll start this journey summarizing video. But before that, you said you have some of the feedbacks or opinions regarding us.
Yes. I think I wrote it down, actually.
Mhm.
Let's have a look. I mean, this is just like if you're marketing it to people who are busy, then I think this would be good. This would be good. Like, just in interest of sharing information correctly. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that to load. But yeah, I think I made some points about it. Anyway, like, while that loads,
Hmm.
let's have a think. Let's come. Amit George, sing. Goodness, ASF. Come on. Questions. Okay. I thought I wrote this down, but because it's been a month,
Mhm.
it's 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 a little bit hard to remember exactly. But I've got three main points. First of
Okay.
all,
Mhm.
when I look at the main thing for me was nutrition guidelines. Okay, so looking at sort of like what I should be eating, how much, and then what I realized was that when the guidelines came, it was like you can have this much bread. If you look at the document, it's actually quite hard to read. I think
Okay.
that was my issue, and that's
Mhm.
why I think I said quite early on to her, Noor, can we please have the macros just so that I can monitor it myself?
Mhm.
I can check it myself because if you look at this page that I've got from you guys, hey Kish, you can have you know, two slices of toast plus or minus eggs. I just want to bring it up for you so you can actually see it. Um, Speaking as someone who's busy,
Mhm.
it's not helpful. That's not a helpful thing for someone who is trying to sort of like fit this in around their work. Oh
Yeah.
my God. So that was my main I think to have a bit of transparency um with nutrition which is definitely the most difficult thing for me
Mhm.
is yeah, let me know my macros, let me know. And what Amit Dorj was saying at the beginning, he was saying at the end of this program, you will not need to know. You will be able to work out for yourself what macros you need.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure of the. There's so many equations online, so that would be something I think would be useful for everyone to know.
Mhm.
There we are, 3 month plan. Okay, workout plan, nutrition plan, dietary pathway. There we go. So, uh, let's just show you. This is not clear.
Okay.
You'd have to sit down for a good 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes to
Mhm.
work out exactly. Look, I mean, just take this apart. Stir fried veggies with protein, 100 grams of any vegetables of choice, plus
Mhm.
120 grams of chicken breast, slash 120 grams of tuna fish, slash 120 grams of cottage cheese, slash 80 grams. Visually, it's not easy to read. That's all I'm saying. So it's the content is perfect, you know, like if someone is wanting a real world plan of what to eat, it's absolutely all the information is there. But in
Mhm.
terms of how easy it is to read and make it that someone who's busy is going to be able to find value in, that's my criticism.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no worries, Kish. From next time, we'll take care of this and we'll keep your feedback in our mind when we'll plan the dietary pathway. But all the things which are mentioned there are mainly because you don't have to ask again, or you don't get bored eating a single thing. So all the varieties.
Nabil, that's not my point. Nabil, what I'm trying to be clear about here is the information is correct there. I told her no at the beginning, this is what I like to eat. And she's actually put various dishes in there that she knows I like to eat. Stir fries, Iranian food. Like on the cheat day, she's made it according to me. What I'm trying to explain to you is that for a busy person, if you're looking at this is confusing. It's the layout. That's all it is. It's nothing more than the layout. But there, like, and also I think to have the for me to have transparency with what macros I'm supposed to eat at the various stages, that is much easier.
Yes, we completely understand you, Kish, and thanks for your honest review. We are really grateful for it, and we'll work on this for sure. Am I audible, Kish?
Yeah. I'm listening. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other thing is it's not a major thing. Actually, no. I tell you what. To have the equation for I can't remember. Is it Hasselbalch, Handelback? I can't remember what the to work out your energy requirements or your macro requirements for the day. Whether you're trying to put weight on, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to bulk, protein requirements. To know which equation or what's the because I think Hanur, just now you were saying, Kish, what's your weight? And then I'll give you your macros for what you should be made, like how you do your maintenance. I tried to have a look. I didn't get much time in India, to be honest. It was just one thing after the other. But I'm just still not sure of which equation it would be. So that would be good to know. And then, I mean, it's not really a criticism. It's just something that I think your clients, students, whatever, people who take on your program, it's useful for them to know that you're not necessarily going to get, because of time differences, time zone, you're not always going to get the answer that you want on the same day. If I'm out for dinner here, I might have to wait till tomorrow to hear back from you.
Yeah.
But that's just life. That's just logistics. And for what you get instead, it's a small inconvenience. It's a first world problem.
Okay. No worries in that case. Thank you for your honest review. And as you said, it was not a criticism, but you are being honest with us. And we really like it about you. So we'll make sure and we'll keep this in our mind. Is there any other thing, Kish, you want to say?
Okay. Now this is important. Having time to prepare is actually very important. I did not get that at various stages of the program. So like at the beginning, it's like you've got your guide now for nutrition, your pathway. Now get on and eat. And that's not what's being said, but that's the expectation is there. And that's what you want to be doing yourself when you're doing this program. But it's like there was 2 or 3 days delay until the macros came. And also before the keto stage, that would have been really helpful to know that, yeah, Kish, you're going to do this peak week thing, and we're going to keep you for keto for 3 days and cycle on to dry carbs and then bring you back to keto. If I had known that in advance, this would have been a lot easier. This was not easy because I had to go shopping the night before and go through old books on how to make keto food. It'd have been a lot easier if I'd had some notice about it.
Okay, so you are telling Kish that about your peak week, we should have informed you in the beginning itself.
Peak week, and also there were delays in terms of things like, if I asked for macros, there was like a day or two, 3 days, 4 days, whatever it was. The maximum was 2 days, 3 days, whatever it was. But in that time, you can't really do much. So if you're motivated to do this yourself, then let me turn this around. This is getting hard to hold. If you're motivated to do this, you kind of want to have the macro, the numbers, the stats, everything ready to hand as soon as possible. I mean, that's what you're paying for.
Yes. So thanks, Kish. And if we delayed something or you got any trouble with us, then we are sorry for that. But we tried our best.
It's
to
not
do
sorry.
best for you. And as you said that there were some delays about the macros, so it was because of the different time zone, or because of the, I would mainly say it was because of the different time zone. So that is why the delay was there. But yeah,
So
you want to.
I wouldn't say like that. I'd say
Mhm.
before the peak week,
Mhm.
there wasn't any real, like, there was 3 days before the peak week. Sorry, there was the peak week starts, and
Mhm.
then you're given the dietary pathway like, and then you're told to start it almost immediately. What I'm
Mhm.
trying to say is, if
Mhm.
before peak, this is just an example. Before
Mhm.
peak week starts, if
Mhm.
you're given the information beforehand, you can really plan it. That's my. It's nothing to be apologetic for, or it's nothing really bad. It's
Mhm.
just that because there's a delay,
Mhm.
you can't give the best that you want to give.
Yeah.
That's my issue. And also in terms of the macros, I think as a standard for your clients, it will be good
Mhm.
for them to have not just all the food options that are
Mhm.
given, but as a standard thing to have the macros as a deliverable with a
Mhm.
PDF at the very beginning, so that, like, when you change the program, when you change the dietary, the stage of nutrition, I think at the beginning it's eating more, then it's
Mhm.
cutting, then
Mhm.
it's the peak week. All I'm
Mhm.
saying is just to have it as a standard across the board for every single client. Give them
Mhm.
the macros, because then they've got the how do you say, they can make the decisions and they can plan for themselves.
Yes, we completely get that, Kish. And regarding to macros, there are some of our clients who generally don't count the calories what they are eating. There are many of them. So to make it more sustainable, we do all the counting and we give the amount of food they should be having. So that is what we did. But in your case, we find that you find it much easier when you are counting your calories.
It's much easier because then I don't have
Mhm.
to sort of go through this. Well, it's much easier, but I also think, why not have it there as a standard for all
Mhm.
your clients? Yes, of course, you've got some clients who don't want to be, who want to be given like a meal, like have two pieces of toast, have four eggs, have
Mhm.
this, have that,
Mhm.
have cottage cheese, multiple options you're given in that block.
Mhm.
My point is, if it's like, it's no extra bother for you, you've got the information about the macros there already, just
Mhm.
put it in as a standard. Why not?
Yes. That's a good point, Kish, and thanks for the review. We'll take care of it from this time now. So, is there anything else you want to give us a feedback for?
I can't exactly think of anything now, but if it comes
Mhm.
up, I'll let you know.
Sure, 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 Kish. So now we want to start the journey summarizing video. Okay, so in this, what will happen is that I will ask some of the questions.
Uh-huh.
Hanur is going to ask some of the questions, and you can answer those questions accordingly of how you felt, how you what you experienced, and like that. Great. So
Ready,
should we
ready,
begin, Kish?
ready. Go for it.
Awesome. So firstly, I want you to introduce yourself, your name, what you do, and where do you live.
So I'm Kishan. I'm in London, and I work as a doctor.
Amazing. So hey guys, welcome to this journey summarizing video. Today we have Kish telling his experience with our 12 weeks ISP program. So let's get started. Now my first question, Kish, is that why did you get started with the journey?
I think I just needed a big change. I needed a way to get healthier, to get into a more aesthetic shape, to
Mhm.
get stronger. But I
Mhm.
wanted the right guidance, particularly from nutrition and exercise. So that's why. And then I saw
That.
the adverts on Instagram,
Mhm.
and also I thought it would be more appropriate for someone who's got my type of nutrition. So coming, from Indian background, having that type of food
Mhm.
as a staple, I thought this would be a much more helpful program.
Okay. Thank you for your answer, Kish. And my second question is that in this program, what changes did you see?
Okay. The main thing there's many things actually. So, changes in myself was the things that I was surprised with was that I started doing exercise in a different way. That I started doing more things out of my comfort zone. So basically, as an example, you were advising me try doing more steps every day, make it a minimum of 8,000, or do more on the days that you perhaps don't get a chance to work out, or if you have a cheat day, try to complete more steps on those days. So I've never actually monitored my steps before, and that was quite a good thing to introduce. I just due to my work pattern, I generally wake up and do yoga at not very early in the morning, but based on the kind of exercise program you had me on, I started waking up earlier, and that's another change. So I was waking up at 6:30 to get a gym workout done before yoga. So I think that's again a very positive thing. Based on the nutrition guidelines, I was cooking way more for myself than I have done before, and preparing lots and lots of meals in advance. What else changes did I see? Definitely changes in my shape that towards the end, the changes in the body, like in terms of visually, I found there was a bit of a time lag between what I would see and what other people would see. But I think the main thing is that the changes that were most impactful for me was the behavior patterns. So
Great.
in terms of lifestyle, in terms of waking up early, more of a commitment to exercise, more of a commitment to cooking for myself, more sticking to eating sort of healthier, in line with a healthier lifestyle. So those were the big changes that I noticed for myself.
That's amazing. So glad to know this, Kish. And my next question is that how many days did you work out in this program?
So in the beginning, I was telling you I was doing 2 days a week, usually. And then you were saying, do you think you could do 5? And I said, no, I will not. I won't be doing 5 because I'm going from 2, going from 0 to 100 miles an hour. That's not going to happen. And then I think we came to a compromise of doing 3 or 4 days a week. And then eventually we started doing 5. So in the end, I was doing five workouts a week.
That is amazing. That's great. And how is it different from going to the gym earlier after when you join us? What was the difference?
I think having someone to be able to guide you into how to make the workouts compatible with your lifestyle, I think that's been a big game changer. So, for example, if a workout that you've given to me, you've prescribed for me, is taking an hour and a half, that's not compatible with my schedule. Then I would come back to you and say, look, this is not working out for me. What can I do? And you would guide me and you would say, hey, skip this one, do less of this one, or you don't need to do this one in addition to this one. And then we would basically make the workout fit with my lifestyle. What else? I basically I've been working out with my own PT in London for a long time. Even he has noticed that I'm doing much more in terms of the workouts with you guys. He's noticed that I'm much stronger, and he's noticed body shape changes in me that I hadn't noticed either. But in terms of performance, he's noticed that I'm pushing myself a lot harder. So that's a change since we've been working together.
That's great to know, Kish. Now, we want to know, what are your future plans?
So I've had a long break. I've been for a month in India, and I suppose now I've got to start thinking properly about maintenance, getting back on track. Just basically continuing to get stronger and doing the best to keep eating healthy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, what would you say to the people who are watching this video, who are planning to get started but are still holding back, busy working professionals, especially like you do, who are holding themselves back because of reasons like time, busy schedules, or anything else?
Okay. So I would say there's no time that's ever going to be easy to start something like this. You can do these things by yourself. You can go online. There's so many resources. You can work out for yourself. So many strategies in terms of exercise and even nutrition. Although I would argue, I think it's much better to work with to get some guidance from a nutritionist. You will save so much time, even in the short term, working with people who do this for a living. So, in the same way that I'd say people come to me and they'll pay, they'll pay to see me because of experience, I would say this is something that if you can afford it, if you can invest a bit of time and money in your health, this is something you won't regret. Because if I look at my chat thread in terms of like the questions I've asked you guys, the support I've received, and just small things, even if I have a very, very small question about something I'm eating or the way I'm doing an exercise, I will just feel very free to ask that question, and I'll get a response back either within a few minutes or within 24 hours if we're in a different time, different time zone. So I would say anyone who's considering doing the program, you will save a lot of time, and you will get a lot of knowledge by working with the team. There is something else. Motivation. So I think there's some people who respond really well to having some sort of validation. I think this is the wrong word, but having some sort of reinforcement that they're on the correct path. So yeah, so I'd say positive reinforcement. You will get that from this program. So if you're going to the gym, you're eating in the correct way, you're making the positive lifestyle change, and there is a lot of other lifestyle changes that the team will basically recommend for you. They're all things that you should be doing in terms of getting correct sleep, certain supplements, meditation. These are all things that we know we should be doing, but the team will remind you that this is all part of the health program and the journey. Therefore, you'll get quite a lot of information for general health. And as you start making your journey towards like small shifts in changing your lifestyle for the better, you'll get reinforcement from the team. And that's actually very helpful. So for example, as someone who is training twice a week and then going on to 4 times a week and then going on to 5 times a week, having someone in the background giving you like almost like cheerleading you and saying, right, this is good. You're on a green light now because you're managing 5 times a week. You're a machine, that does feel really good. And that it only encourages me to do more and more. So if you want your health behaviors improved and your motivation improved, this is a very, very good way to do this by working with the team.
That's great, Kish. Amazing. So now Harnoor is going to ask some of her questions. Over to you now, Harnoor.
Okay, so Kish, whenever people like start doing a diet program or anything like that, the first thing that comes to their mind is that now they have to quit all their favorite foods and eat just bland food. So did that happen with you? Like, did you like quit your favorite foods or did you just eat bland foods?
No, not at all. I think in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
you had me on a diet program where I was eating more calories than I was accustomed to.
Right.
So in a way, I was probably enjoying that phase a lot because, yeah, I did not enjoy gaining weight around the abdomen. That wasn't wasn't a good thing to see, but I, like accepted it as part of the program. But I was eating a lot of food that I enjoyed, and I was making food for myself, a bit like food that I would get from a takeaway, but I was doing a healthier version of it at home. So that was great. Yeah.
So you agree, right, that if someone wants to like meet their health goals, then it's not necessary that they have to quit their favorite foods, right?
No, no, exactly.
Great. Okay. And also, Kish, like, what did you like most about this program? That, like, what is that one learning in the program that stood out for you?
That stood out. I really think it's the constant sort of interaction,
Okay. Right.
having positive reinforcement for health change behavior, having encouragement, having daily guidance on course correcting. So if you make a mistake, for example, you told me, like, there was one day where I think I had a lot to eat, as I was having food
Right.
outside because of work. And
Hmm.
I think, this is not great. I know I'm eating more than 2,000 calories. A lot of it is coming from fat. A lot of it is coming from sugar. This doesn't feel like this feels like a day where I'm actually going to be really going against the nutritional, the dietary pathway. And you basically gave a very good strategy of a soup day the next
Exactly.
day.
Right. Right.
So there's like ways of countering those days where you might lose your way. So I think that was very, very helpful. But otherwise, I think it's just having someone constantly on your side, trying to sort of help you to make those changes, and slowly, you get closer to where you want to be. So I mean, I don't think I'm there where I want to be just yet, but I can see I'm capable of it now.
Definitely. Definitely. Okay.
So
Thank
maybe getting confidence
you.
in yourself, is getting confidence in that you can make the changes for yourself. But I don't think that's necessarily always going to be possible unless you've got a team like yourselves helping and encouraging and giving the right guidance at the right time.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Kish. These were the questions I wanted to ask. Now, Nabil will continue further.
Thank you, Harnoor. Well, that concludes this journey summarizing video, Kish. And I would like to thank you for taking out your time from your busy schedule and answering all our questions.
No
And we
problem.
wish you all the success and keep crushing it and improve and maintain the results you have achieved. So, guys, this is it. And I seriously hope you received value out of this interview and, most importantly, got motivated to begin your fitness journey not tomorrow or next month, but today. Whatever your fitness goals, we here at ASF are here to help you achieve them in a quick, rightful, and sustainable manner. And we'll soon be back with another journey summarizing video. Until then, I am Coach Nabil and I'm signing off. Goodbye. That's it, Kish. So we are very happy from the amazing progress you have made so far, and we wish you all the very best.
Okay, so can I now we've got the video done, can I ask you, please, could you help me with that? So going forward, like Hanu gave me some macros. Where are we? Here we are. And you gave me my in terms of what should I do going forward? So should I continue with the 5 days a week in terms of working out? Should I stick with that, or can I move to 4? Or like, what would you advise in terms of working out? And then, Hanuri, if I want to continue sort of building muscle and trying not to put the fat back on my belly, what type of equation should I be using to get from my macros or protein requirements? You don't have to answer this now. I was just thinking in terms of going forward. Even if you put them into the WhatsApp chat later, I'm still struggling with like how to get the right macros.
So for that, Kish, we have our maintenance guidelines, which we will share with you to your email. And
Okay.
that guideline is going to help you related to your diet, related to your workouts, and you can carry on your fitness goal just like this.
Superb.
Amazing. Is there anything else, Kish, you want to share or ask?
All good. All good.
Awesome. It was great working with you, Kish, and we are very
Right.
proud of the achievements you have achieved. And as always, we wish you all the very best because you are a machine and we know that you are going to give your best.
Guys, thank you very much. Honestly, I do mean it. It's like with that sort of constant sort of advice and sort of support in the right way. I don't think this kind of behavior change happens easily. I've actually stopped something that has I think is going to help even more. But based on the stuff that we've done together. So fingers crossed, I'll be getting healthier and healthier as time goes by. So yeah.
And we have no doubt about it because we know you, Kish. Okay, Kish, it was
Okay,
great
guys.
talking to you and have a great day.
You too. See you
Have a
soon.
great day, Kish. Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye.